mother means the world, and so, yes, I love my mama.
Had to pay him $500 just to play one song for me.
I didn't think you could stump me on a Buck Owens quiz, but I stumped myself.
This week on Headline Country, Stacey hits the slopes with some of Nashville's finest at the annual Crested Butte Songwriters Festival.
The 56th annual Grammy Awards have been handed out. We'll run down all of this year's big country winners.
The 49th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards name names. We'll tell you who tops this year's list of nominees.
Brett Eldredge takes us back home to Paris, Illinois.
And American Idol veteran Kree Harrison tackles the mountain. Or should we say the mountain tackled her?
Hey everybody, we're Due West, and Headline Country starts now.
Hello everybody, I'm Stormy Warren.
And I'm Stacey McLeod.
Welcome again to Headline Country. Well, just like clockwork, a new year begins and country singer-songwriters head to Colorado to make the most of the winter weather. It's been that way for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, the event formerly known as Country in the Rockies in stunning Crested Butte, Colorado. It's evolved and transformed over the years, and it's now known as the Crested Butte Songwriters Festival, which is sponsored by our friends at BMI.
Right, and after 20 years and 2 notable ski injuries, it was, Stacey's turn to hit the slopes.
So mainly the songwriters, they were the ones hitting the slopes. I did do it once. I did spend a lot of time in the lodge, but we had a lot of fun, including some fun that I had with American Idol's Kree Harrison. Who's ready to hear some good music?
Crested Butte, what's up?
This is the 2014 Crested Butte Songwriters Festival, and we're here to raise money for Cattlemen's Days, Tough Enough to Wear Pink, and we raise money for breast cancer. I'm here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Not too bad of a way to raise money, play a bunch of songs, right?
No, especially when you got all your buddies here. I mean, that's the best thing about the whole deal.
When Dean Dillon asks you to do something, you don't say no.
You say yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, Dean.
I just wanna go there. You're such a stud, dude.
What's really cool about this organization is all the money stays right here.
And I'm so thankful that Susie and Dean have gotten BMI involved in this and made everyone aware of it. And we get to come up there and help them make a difference for the women here in this valley.
I've never heard anything like it. It's knowing that it's going directly to somebody in this town is awesome. Oh, but baby, don't think I can't love you.
The people of Crested Butte are just so welcoming and lovely, and I think they're loving it. You know, they seem to be having a good time. Last night, I think, was the best crowd so far.
It's cool for you guys too to get to sit on stage and tell the stories behind your songs and play for these intimate groups of folks in this little town.
They're not, maybe some of these people haven't experienced that before or seen anything like that too. So it's a great experience for me watching all these other great writers play their songs too.
You don't have to keep me falling like this, but it'd sure be cool if you did.
These people they know the songs, they know the artists that sing them, but sometimes people don't understand it's not always the artist that writes the song.
Right.
So it kind of gives you all a little pat on the back that you deserve.
It does. It does. It's always nice to for people to know where the song came from.
Last night, getting to sit around the suite and just in that intimate setting and hear Dean play, you all sing with him, that was a magic moment.
Whoever you are, coast is clear.
That was the highlight of probably our whole Nashville experience. Sitting there with Scotty Emmerich and Dean Dillon, playing all those old tunes.
And she hung out to the last.
Yep.
She did.
Last woman standing.
Hardcore. It's awesome to be able to do what we do for a living, but when we get to do it for a great cause like this, and these guys make it really difficult too. I mean, they're out here taking us on snowmobile runs. We have to ski, we have to sit in the hot tub.
It's rough.
It's been a hard time.
That was the most fun I've had since I've been out here snowmobiling. First time snowmobiling too, so it was a blast.
Mine too, but I wasn't as brave as you. I rode on the back of one. I didn't drive.
Driving was fun. I got up to about 55.
You were cruising.
I was cruising on a snowmobile.
never been anywhere like this. Fantastic town. Scenery's beautiful.
It's not really, you know, work when you're doing it for such a good thing.
Anytime we can get involved with anything cancer related, we jump at the chance.
Nice snowmobiling. Looks like you settled into mountain life quite nicely.
Yeah, I loved it. Fell in love with the little town there of Crested Butte.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Any skiing?
If you want to call it that, probably more falling than skiing. But no, actually, I didn't do too bad. I even went up on the little chairlift and everything. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Right.
Ski lift, that's it. I did better, I will say this, than my friend Kree Harrison from American Idol. She just did the bunny slope and head on back to the lodge. And guess what? We have all of it on video. We're going to show it to you a little bit later in the show.
Okay. In the meantime, it was Grammy week this past Sunday night. The Grammys were handed out, and we've got all of country's big winners when we come back.
Coming up, all the big country winners from last Sunday's 56th Annual Grammy Awards.
Plus, the 49th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards Name Names. We'll tell you who tops this year's list of nominees.
Welcome back to Headline Country. Now, the 56th Annual Grammy Awards took place in Los Angeles this past Sunday night. And Music City's big winners tops our look at some of the stories making country headlines this week.
Following her arrow has led newcomer Kacey Musgraves straight to the winner's circle as the singer-songwriter took home her career first 2 Grammy Awards, including Best Country Album for her Same Trailer, Different Park, and Best Country Song for Merry-Go-Round. Backstage, the 4-time nominee snapped this hilarious pic of what she really thought of her award-winning night. Darius Rucker rocked his category, taking the Golden Gramophone home for Best Country Solo Performance for his remake of the Old Crow Medicine Show classic Wagon Wheel, while the Civil War's performance of From This Valley beat out the likes of Kelly Clarkson with Vince Gill, Little Big Town, Tim McGraw with Taylor Swift and Keith Urban, and Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton to earn the Best Country Duo or Group Performance Grammy. Taylor Swift's 4 nominations weren't enough to add to her collection of 7 at home as she went home empty-handed after her all-genre album of the year, Red, lost to French electronic duo Daft Punk's Random Access Memories. For a complete list of Grammy winners, visit HeadlineCountry.com.
The nominees for ACM Entertainer of the Year are our buddy Luke Bryan.
And our buddy Miranda Lambert.
Hey, our buddy Blake Shelton.
And our buddy George Strait.
And finally, our old buddy Taylor Swift.
Well, now that the Grammy Awards have been handed out, the Academy of Country Music is next in line to honor this year's top musical acts. And when it comes to the top, it's Miranda Lambert and Tim McGraw who took the lead, earning 7 nominations each during the Academy's 45-minute digital press announcement.
But this ain't my mama's broken heart.
Along with her 3rd nod for Entertainer of the Year, where she'll once again compete against her husband, Blake Shelton, his ACM co-host Luke Bryan, King George Strait, and 2-time Entertainer of the Year winner Taylor Swift. Miranda and Taylor will also rub elbows in the Female Vocalist of the Year category alongside Sheryl Crow, Kacey Musgraves, and Carrie Underwood. Jason Aldean, Lee Brice, Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton, and 6-time nominee Keith Urban round out the male vocalist list, while Big and Rich, Dan and Shay, Florida Georgia Line, Love and Theft, and Thompson Square earn props for Vocal Duo of the Year.
How'd you get so far away?
Reigning Group of the Year, Little Big Town will defend their trophy against Eli Young Band, Lady Antebellum, Zach Brown Band, and the band Perry.
Grave digger that he better dig to.
The sibling trio's Better Dig 2 also earned a nod for Video of the Year, as did Kacey Musgraves' Blowin' Smoke, Tim McGraw's Highway Don't Care featuring Taylor Swift and Keith Urban, I Drive Your Truck by Lee Brice, Miranda Lambert's Mama's Broken Heart, and Carrie Underwood's 2 Black Cadillacs.
And the nominees for the ACM Album of the Year are, based on a true story, Blake Shelton, go Blake, Crash My Party, Luke Bryan. Go Luke. Here's to the Good Times, Florida Georgia Line. That would be you, Tyler and Brian. Same trailer, different park, Kacey Musgraves. And last but certainly never least, Two Lanes of Freedom, Tim McGraw. Go Tim.
No surprise here, FGL's record-breaking Cruise lands among the top 5 single record of the year nominees, as does Highway Don't Care, and single and song of the year nominees I Drive Your Truck, Mama's Broken Heart, and Darius Rucker's Wagon Wheel.
Every storm runs out of rain.
Joining the latter 3 in the Song of the Year category is Gary Allen's Every Storm Runs Out of Rain and Mine Would Be You by Blake Shelton.
Yeah, the boys round here.
Blake's Boys Round Here with Pistol Annie's could take home a trophy for Vocal Event of the Year, as could Florida Georgia Line's Cruise, remixed with Nelly, McGraw's Highway Don't Care with Taylor and Keith, Rucker's Wagon Wheel featuring Lady A, and Keith and Miranda's recent #1, We Were Us. Fans will once again cast their vote for this year's Entertainer and New Artist of the Year winners, who will be selected from previously announced semifinalists Lee Brice, Brett Eldredge, Tyler Farr, Justin Moore, Kip Moore, Kacey Musgraves, Armely, and Thomas Rhett. The 49th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards will be handed out live Sunday, April 6th from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas on CBS.
'Cause I'm nobody's fool but yours.
After much success in sharing the Bakersfield sound with the masses, Vince Gill and Paul Franklin have joined forces with Cracker Barrel Old Country Store to release the deluxe edition of their collection, Bakersfield.
I can't be myself when I'm with you.
A cornerstone in the history of country, the Bakersfield sound is most notable thanks to the legacies created by Merle Haggard and the late Buck Owens. Vince and Paul are hoping to keep that sound alive by sharing it with an entirely new generation.
It took Eric Clapton to teach me who Robert Johnson was. And maybe it's going to take Paul and I to teach a 20-year-old kid who Buck and Merle are. The people that already love that music, we're going to win them no matter what. But it's those young people that don't really get what this is, and I think I'll go, well, now, I've never heard anything quite like that.
Pick up your copy at any Cracker Barrel location.
Every wall needs a frame, every ball needs a chain. I'm talking about tying the knot, tie it up.
And finally today, it's a girl for Kelly Clarkson and husband Brandon Blackstock. Kelly announced the news via social media, tweeting, quote, "We just found out we're having a girl officially. I knew it. Only a girl could cause this much drama with all this vomiting." Ha! The couple who wed last October announced their pregnancy in November. This will be the first child for Kelly. Congrats.
Tie it up! When we come back, Brett Eldredge takes us home to Paris, Illinois.